Hey, what's up, everybody? Pat here, grateful recovering alcoholic and addict, just like every day. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe, leave the video a like, drop me a comment, and by all means, share with anybody you think might get something out of it. Happy Sunday, everybody. What a beautiful day. I think I'm about 90% over my cold, so I'm feeling better. Guys, as I always say, self-care is so important. I get up this morning, made it to the gym, was feeling really good. I hadn't intended. I don't go in there with the intentions of doing anything. I literally just, like I do with the rest of my life, guys, I play it by ear and see how I'm feeling. Well, I was feeling pretty good today, and I set a new personal record. I made it to 375 pounds on the bench press for 3 reps. I literally, guys, had to step back and do the math on the plates over and over again. I'm like, yeah, I've been coming consistently for about a year now. But 375 pounds, that's incredible. Like, I feel so proud of myself for learning to follow through with things, learning to work a recovery program, learning to give myself a chance to put my needs first in all areas, and that's why things are going incredibly well. Yeah, I mean, an absolutely beautiful day. Went to church, had a great mass. Just watched the Patriots slug out a win. So now we're going to the AFC Championship. I'm having a good day, guys. I'm in a good mood. I'm so happy. I'm feeling better, and I had a beautiful day. Now, I am expecting snow. So after my video, I'm going to finish doing the stuff I need to do, and I'm going to monitor it. I'm probably going to have to go out plowing at like 11, 12 o'clock tonight. And that's okay. If I do, I'll take tomorrow morning off and sleep in. So it's a beautiful thing, guys. Life is so blessed when you just look for the good and then expand upon it, right? Anyway, we're going to get into the reading today, guys. Because again, one of the things I do is I pay attention today. I take an inventory of my day every day, and I look for ways to improve, and I look to fix whatever I did wrong. And that's like literally that is the strategy that has brought me to where I am, and I know things are just going up from here. So the simple inventory, guys, taking a daily inventory is paramount. The simple inventory. Continuing to take a personal inventory means that we form a habit of looking at ourselves, our actions, our attitudes, and our relationships on a regular basis. The daily inventory is a very important tool we can use to simplify our lives. The most complicated part of taking a regular inventory is deciding how to start. Should we write it out? What should we examine? In how much detail? And how do we know when we're finished? Well, in no time at all, we've turned a simple exercise into a major project. Here's one simple approach to the daily inventory. We set aside a few minutes at the end of each day, and this is what I do, by the way, guys. We set aside a few minutes at the end of each day to sit quietly and check our feelings. Is there a knot, big or small, in our gut? Do we feel uncomfortable about the day we've just had? What happened? What was our part in the affair? Never mind what somebody else did, guys. What was our part in the affair? Do we owe any amends? If we could do it over again, what would we do differently? Now, we also want to consider the positive aspects of our lives in our daily inventory. What has given us satisfaction today? Were we productive? Were we responsible, kind, loving? Did we give unselfishly of ourselves? Did we fully experience the love and beauty the day offered us? What did we do today that we would want to do again? Our daily inventory doesn't need to be complicated to be effective. It is a very simple tool we can use to keep in daily touch with ourselves. And then the affirmation is, just for today, I want to keep in touch with the way I feel, living this life I've been giving. At the end of this day, I will take a brief, simple inventory. Guys, it's funny. Like, this is one of those things where I remember hearing it prior in recovery or when I was attempting recovery, and I just mocked at it. Like you know what you did all day. What are you going to stop and analyze? Like, I never gave any of these things any credence, and it's the reason I bring this up. I know a lot of people probably gloss over them or just go through the motions. What I never understood, and what I'm so grateful to understand now, these are actual action steps to fixing the issues in your life. The more you apply them in more areas, the more satisfaction you're going to get. I mean, it's certainly been the case for me to a shocking extent. And it's mind-blowing to think that I'm clearly a very intelligent person, and I always was, and yet I was so just oblivious to the obvious answers right in front of me. And again, that's okay. It wasn't my time. I needed to get to where I need to be. And again, honestly, for the miraculous ascension and the beautiful feelings, and then just the ability to know both sides of the fence so that I can fully appreciate the life that I'm living today, I wouldn't change a thing, because everything I've done and been through has brought me to where I am right now. And guys, I honestly feel unstoppable. I mean, literally, everything I put my intention on turns to gold, because I'm doing it with my hand in God. I'm doing it in faith. I'm following this proven method to the T, or not to the best of my ability. I'm not trying to say I'm doing anything perfectly, but I'm doing very well. Like, I mean, and I see evidence of that everywhere in my life, guys. Again, I'm 52 years old. I'm 205 pounds, which is a lot further from the 100. Matter of fact, I was talking to a friend at the meeting on Friday, and he's like, Jesus, like, I was there the day my friend Zach, he was there the day I walked in. He's like, you didn't look like you do now. He's like, you look really solid. I'm like, Jack, I go to the gym, 4 or 5 days a week, and I love it. I've been consistently going. Guys, it was beautiful. As I was deciding to make a Facebook post today about my new personal record, 375 pounds, a lot of weight. Like, that's professional football player weight. Like, I'm shocked I can do it. And it felt good doing it. And ironically, as I opened up Facebook, 8 years ago to the day, I was in recovery and I was working out. And I had, at that point, my personal best was 245 pounds. And there was a picture of the 245 pounds. So I posted a picture today of today's record. And I put a caption on it that, I was proud of putting up 224, 245 back in the day. But today, recovery is my superpower. And today I put up 375. And I'm shocked by that. And that's just one milestone. Last week was to get my 1 year. 1 year of posting videos. The business that I've started, the way that that's taking off, the way that my customers are responding, the jobs that I'm getting, how busy I am, the options I have, the money I have in my bank account. Like, these are all boom, boom, boom across the board. Guys, I had such a beautiful day today. I woke up feeling good because, again, I've been resting and letting my body recuperate. I stayed in bed till 3:30 yesterday. I was up to about midnight last night because I was in bed till 3:30. But I got a good night's sleep. I slept until 8 o'clock. I got up and went to the gym, had a mind-blowingly good workout at the gym. I left there. I went out to breakfast. I went and did some shopping. Bought myself more notebooks and pens, and that's just hilarious, guys. I was somebody that never put pen to paper, and now I go to pens and papers like, it's insane. I've written more in this last year than I wrote in the previous 51 years, like, including all the way through school. And again, look at the differences, and that's something I would never have given any credence to. But these are all things that I've come to the conclusion of in my daily inventory that are working. As I started to feel good, I come home at night like, wow, I'm seeing gains. I can look at myself in the mirror and I don't look all strung out. I noticed this the other day. I put that in my inventory. Okay, well, it's when I'm tired and I'm sore and I don't want to get up, go to the gym. Remind yourself from your inventory. Praying and meditating. That's completely changed my life. Again, I noticed this in my inventory. So boom, I double down. I start looking for more ways to improve my conscious contact with my higher power, God. Going to meetings taps me in, invigorates me. So what do? I start going to more meetings as I'm available to. Find new groups. But again, my home group, that's my family. Love you guys. Anybody watching? But again, I take stock of these things in my inventory daily. And one thing I noticed, and again, this is why writing becomes so important. I'm able to go back and not only look at the videos I posted to see my progression, but I can open up my notebooks and I just free write and see how I say. And one thing I noticed is every Friday after my meeting, I'm even happier. On Sunday, when I go to church and I go to the gym and do my triple workout, I'm happier on these days. So boom, okay, these are things I enjoy, and this is where I put my effort, my emphasis. Tapping in deeper and deeper, being of service. That's one thing I kept seeing, being of service, be of service, be of service. That's one thing that's been on my brain since day one when I found that girl locked out of her car. So I go out of my way to find more ways, and then all of a sudden, everything goes hand in hand. God shows me right on track, because right as I came to the point where I think it was right at my 6 months, just as I got my 6 months, I was offered the position to serve as chair at my Friday meeting, and it was like another month or so before we got into the new place, and they wanted me to take over after we did that, so it was great. But boom, hand in hand, I found another way to be of service, and that not only does it just seem to fit me well, I bring a good energy from what I understand. I get a lot of compliments on it. People come up all the time and tell me they like it. I'm seeing growth in the meetings, but that has opened up a whole new avenue. I didn't understand that would suffice me till I get to the point where I could raise my hand that I'm comfortable meeting with newcomers after the meeting, and boom, all of a sudden now I've got all these new people reaching out and looking for my guidance, or just wanting to communicate with me, wanting to build relationships with me, which is amazing, right? So now I'm getting more of a community. I'm finding my tribe. Like, all these things I never knew how to do, I've suddenly figured out that I'm getting my answers because prayer, meditation, and taking a daily inventory is the fastest way to improve. I found it's certainly working for me, because literally, guys, I've just taken stock and said, that's how I figured out how to make my day more efficient. I come home and I'm taking an inventory and I'm like, what did I not like about today? I didn't like that I was at the Home Depot 4 times. With the traffic in Somerville, that's like hours wasted. Okay, well, how can I avoid it? Well, start reaching out to customers and asking for pictures and getting more information. And then when I go to the depot in the morning, buying more stock that if I'm not going to keep it on the truck, I can return. So now if I'm going to do jobs, I don't care if I have 5 jobs to do and there's 4 possibilities for each job, I'll buy 20 items. Half of them I don't even bother to return because I just have them on the truck. Next time that comes up, boom, I don't have to go out anymore. Now I've got all the stock on my truck that I don't have to run back to the depot 4 times a day, freeing up 3 and 4 hours to do more work and make more money. Customers are constantly amazed when I show up. They're like, oh my God, you show up, you have everything you need. Like, how do you know these things? And I'm like, oh, just educated guesses. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but 9 times out of 10. And where they've had other people come in and do the same work and they've been there for 3-4 hours between running out and getting stock, if I can come in and knock that out in an hour, not only can I give the customer a discount because I'm getting more work done and I'm making my money on my percentage, but I'm able to charge better profit margin, because even if I'm giving them a $100 discount and I'm charging them $300, well, I'm charging them $3 for an hour's time instead of 4 hours time. And I don't bill by time, I bill by job, so it works out beautifully. But these are all things that I've figured out doing my daily inventory. Guys, I constantly stress myself so much in the early. I had to remind myself every day I wanted to be the best version of me. Again, so I remind myself in my inventory and in my prayers. So that's 3 times a day, minimum. I'm saying to myself, be the best version. So then every time a situation comes up, if an old behavior, if I'm a little annoyed, if I don't want to be the kinder, compassionate version, boom, it clicks in and says, no, that's not what you want to do. So I do it over and over again. And then again, over the course of a year, it's changed my personality. I've become much more outgoing, much more compassionate, much more understanding, much more empathetic. These are words I didn't even know before. And now they're the way I'm able to describe myself. And again, paying attention, guys, doing the daily inventory. You'd be amazed at what you'll start to see. It's pattern recognition. If you want to make changes and you want to make improvements, you've got to be able to identify the patterns that you're living. It doesn't mean everything you're doing is wrong, but you know what? Again, just so in so many ways, I've seen differences that I do like, and that's what tells me that's what I want to lead from, right? I at the same time, I look at my day and say, well, what did I enjoy about today? What interactions made me smile? What made me happy about the day? And then I analyze those, and I'm able to take those behaviors and make those my go-to, my baseline. And it was a lot more difficult in the beginning, but as I've done so, it's amazing how much more, it's eased in. And the more I've done it, the more I've realized I'm just being the person I was always meant to be. So really what I'm fixing in my inventory is not, and that's the thing, guys, I thought I had to fix the whole world around me. No, I had to fix the whole world inside of here. And that's what I've learned to focus on, because the more I focus on fixing the world inside my head, the world outside my head just seems to fall into place and follow suit, and the right doors are opening. I'm getting more good paying jobs and just more happy relationships and more Guys, I had nobody in my life that I could stand. So I didn't want to engage with anybody. And I took a leap of faith walking away from all that. And in the early days, it was very, very lonely. I had to take faith that I was doing the right thing and understanding that those empty places would be filled with something positive. And again, I prayed and meditated on it and said, well, of course it will. I'm doing the right thing. The right things are going to happen. And I showed God that I was trusting and taking that leap of faith. And as I've done so, that's exactly what I found. Things just continue to get better and better. The relationship I have with my family, watching the Patriots game, me and my brothers and my sister have just all day long bantering back and forth, go Pats, and just, like I get to enjoy that. If it wasn't for the weather, I could have gone to my brother's house and hung out, but I didn't want to drive an hour and a half in the mess and then come back and plow. But I have all these opportunities. Well, it's hot in here, guys. I just turned the heat up. I got to turn it down. I'm starting to see the sweat on myself. Guys, it's a beautiful thing, but it only happened because I've learned to take a daily inventory, to apply these principles in all my affairs. Like I say so often. I say it so often because it's true constantly, and they make the biggest difference. It makes such a difference in my life today. Guys, happy Sunday. I'm going to finish getting ready and maybe watch the weather, see if I go plowing tonight. Thank you so much for being here with me. Always remember, God loves you. I love you. We'll see you in the next one.